two plays, both plays. A revolver and then another.
I just want to compliment you on the humanism and the optimism in your second play.
Yes.
It was charming, and also, I think, true.
Very much. It's almost autobiographical. I think that time, the post-war era, the 1950s, the war is over, the government's expanding, everybody has jobs, the families are growing. This is a good time, you know? You trusted everybody. The government's going to help you then, you know? Family was the priority, you knew that, you know? It seems like things have changed so much. It's a lot more complicated. Family's not this tight unit as much as what you don't trust the people that you once did. Still, family is the priority within each family. If that family priority remains intact, we'll survive. So it's somewhat autobiographical. It's one play that I used where I actually used my mother's name, my father's name, and my relatives and the parties and how that was such a part of my youth, if you will, you know. So the baby boom, I had a good time.
Are you a baby boomer?
I am a baby boomer, yes, yes. Revolver is social commentary that plays with the plays in the theater a lot easier because of the visual nature of it.
Right.
It opens with a revolver, with a light cast on the gun. You become very serious, you know. But it goes through. Theater allows you to explore your social thoughts, things that are in your head. It allows you to express them and visualize them, even better than talking. So I'm not a fan of guns at all, and I think it's a fallacy of how they exist now. Nobody really protects themselves with it. That doesn't happen all that much, you know. And this goes through some real life experience of what happens. You know, the husband has the gun and is looking at it, you know, makes you feel strong. I think any man who's ever strapped a gun, there's a feeling there, you know. But accidents happen, you know. The old woman who thinks thinks she's going to stop this burglar, but she doesn't really know how to do it. Boom, you know.
Well, she knows how to do it, probably. She's under nerves.
She can't physically control the gun, and not only nervousness but age. The burglar just wipes her out. The gang youth. This is good to have a gun, you know, and they just having one available makes you do things you didn't really want to do, and you get caught. Infidelity. Always crimes of passion. Gun is there. Accidents could happen. It wouldn't happen if the gun wasn't there. The young girl who's looking through her mother's clothes, her mother's out, she's going to explore her mother's clothes, puts on her heels, walking around the stage, finds the next thing. What's this? Looking at it. Doorbell rings. Just by accident, the shock of the door. And to put it on perspective is the last scene, which I call the dead scene, which is the survivor at the first scene comes out and looks at the dead people on the floor. And is in denial that this can't happen, this will never happen, this happens to somebody else. She picks up the gun, points it to the audience, or can it? So, again, it is social commentary that allows you to explore a point of view. Theater makes you do that, and reading is one thing. Live performance puts it together, and it's amazing what you can do sometimes. It's amazing that you can have this social commentary that at least allows people to talk about it.
Go ahead, spit it out, go ahead.
Go ahead, Berna.
It was very effective.
Thank you. Yeah, it's
As Paul is saying, with the lights and you know, dramatic.
just the gunshot itself, and then theatrically, the gunshot in darkness, and then open up another scene. So it's casting wise, because it's got to move fast, and there's got to be multiple parts. But with the right lighting and directing and acting, it works well. Well, one thing about writing plays and acting in it, everybody has an addition to it. The author writes it, you know. But the actors and the directors, they make it better than the written word. And the lighting, so it's an art that you really love to participate in, you know.
And a good director lets
Good
the
directors
actors
too, yeah.
get into the role that they're doing.
Yeah. You guys did, I was talking about a play I did for your festival a couple of years ago. that you were in. It's called Going to Paris. And it's written word, but the actors who did it made it better. I mean, I still watch it every now and then just to see how it turned out. It's a metaphor on life's priorities, but the acting just made it a lot better. You know, that's the fun of acting and writing and directing and all that stuff. If you haven't tried writing, give it a shot.
Something
Yeah.
for you to think about. I don't know if it's something you can actually do, but in the first piece, since it is so many different pieces put together, is there some way that you can make a transition between them? Just something to think about, to kind of join them together in some way. I don't know if there is, but just, that's something to think about.
Difficult.
Yeah,
Difficult, because I didn't think about it when I was writing it. The only connection
at the end.
is at the end with the
And I
girl.
like that. That worked
The
very
only
well.
survivor is that girl.
But that's something to think about. But
Yeah.
in the second one, it would be really cool if in the apartment of the second family, they maybe had pictures of the other family
Good point,
hanging
yeah.
on the wall, or maybe they had an old break front of theirs.
That's right.
in
Prized
the apartment.
possession, yes.
Actually, setting wise,
together.
that adds to the visualization of it.
Yeah.
Setting wise, that would
Vase,
probably
picture,
work.
Something like that.
You know, and you could do that. You could take pictures of the
Just
cast
to-
who played it. You know.
Yeah, just to bind it all
Yeah.
together into one piece.
But the first piece was very effective when it was put on a couple of years ago
Yeah.
because it opens in a dance sequence. It opens with no talking, but it opens with Glenn Miller's In the Mood. Clearly, that dance piece of that era. No talking. It opens up with that optimism
Yeah.
and that feeling, you know. And the narrator comes in. You know, meet Charlie and Millie DeMarco as they were. You know. But if you do theater, you find that music and comedy play well.
Oh, yeah.
If you could add music to any piece of writing that you're doing, that adds to the entertainment value of it, I think. You know, it's fun to do. You know, what people think. It's always interesting.
And even at the end, when she recommends that they go dancing later, if they
Yeah,
could
that's a
end
throwback. Yeah,
in an embrace like they're about to dance. Or,
yeah. But that's that or now.
Well, reading it, I got the feeling, back in the World's Fair, they had this carousel of progress,
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
and it was different scenes, and you went through a story, I guess, the early 1900s, that was impressive.
Yeah.
Just got that feel for the dressing through time.
Yeah. It's interesting how families stick together. Times have changed. It's complicated. You know, it's complicated for kids growing up now. It's still more difficult than it was maybe for me. You know, but still got to have optimism, I think, to make it by.
And a sense of humor.
Yeah, that's it.
Cell
You
phone.
know,
And the cell
And a cell phone.
and the cell phone, which I don't think it's still not fully used to the cell phone. You know,
It's true.
but